Hey everybody, welcome back to the Overwatch Project. Quick Loosh news update on some of the ridiculousness of the world. I just wanted to start off with this new Spartacus thing. So, believe it or not, Stars is remaking Spartacus. Now, if you're not familiar with this series, the original series that was on Stars, I think back in 2010, then you should go look that up. Anyway, it's quite an adult show, but it is loosely based on the historical events of Spartacus, and it does a well enough job of blending a lot of the history in with the fiction. And I remember I had just recently rewatched this series. Everything but the last season I rewatched, and I just remember commenting to somebody, can you imagine what trash this show would be if they remade it today? And I was sure that no one would remake this show. But they have. They're going to have a new Spartacus series, and it's going to be called The House of Asher, which is, if you know if you know anything about the series, I don't know how they're going to do that since Asher was killed in the original series. He was beheaded, so there's no unknown way how they're going to do that unless it's some kind of prequel, which the trailer itself then wouldn't make any real sense. Anyway, I'm going to include these links so you can see them, but the comments, including my own, in the trailer from the Stars channel, they left the comments on. The comments alone are absolutely hilarious, and I went to visit there for the comments. Anyway, I just wanted to make you aware of that. Start off with a little humor. It's always good to have a good laugh while you're stuck in the Matrix. And as far as other Loosh news, it really occurred to me I was watching this Larkin Rose video called Warlords, and I should make a dedicated video just about this. But how authority, the fiction of authority here, perfectly mimics the fiction of authority that you get in the astral realm. And I'll have to make a separate video on that. I'll include his video called Warlords because I think it nails it pretty easily. Also, this these laws they're passing, which basically make it illegal for like someone, like if you have a family member and they're visiting you in their RV, like this will make it illegal for them to even just sleep in your driveway on your property that you own. Remember, live in a free country. Live in a free country. And then finally, this whole trash philosophy keeps coming up at every turn. Look, it is the all is one. All human beings share one consciousness. Trash. This is embedded in everything popular, from religions, in atheism, in scientism. They try absolutely to get you to surrender your individuality. Now, what I think is going on is that it's a combination of a couple things. There are obviously groups of humans that appear to have one mind. They are like mindless NPCs, and they seem to behave that way because they have surrendered. Either they have surrendered their consciousness into some kind of hive mind mentality. It's the typical group mind psychology. Then there's the psychos that run everything at the top, and then there's the people like you and me. There's a small minority that run the world that are evil. There's the large majority of people that seem to be mindless automatons, and then there's the small minority of people that no, something ain't right here, and no, I don't want to go along with the group mind. And if you're have the strength enough, I mean, sometimes people that are like us will go along to blend in, to hide, but internally in their head, they know they're doing the wrong thing. And this guy here, I don't know who he is. He came up in my feed. I don't subscribe to this channel, but Jeffrey Cripple, that's interesting name, isn't it? He has this, talks about this stupid theory of the one consciousness. Of course, this completely is not only complete bullshit when you think about it, but it also diminishes like the individual self and people that I think like me that are just truly individuals. We are not we are networked into realities, and we are networked into our surrounding and to other people where we interact and communicate, but we are soul entities. And I think that's not a coincidence that in English the word soul and the word soul, meaning alone or one, is something that we use interchangeably. And there's all kinds of occult books and magic books that talk about how the human English language is like a magical occult spell, and it uses a lot of words that sound exactly alike to confuse the subconscious or manipulate the subconscious mind. And this is something that, I'll include all these videos. You can watch this guy and his word salad, weird trash. And then the other thing is, just one last thing, Terrence Howard. This, I never really looked into what was going on with him, and I watched this short video from Be Inspired, and I'll put it in the, like I said, I'll put it in the description with all the other stuff, and you can talk about it in the comment section. I will tell you this, though. I haven't looked that deeply into what he's talking about, but it never did make any sense to me as basic math that 1 times 1 equals 1. That just always struck me like you just told this is fact, and math is math, and it can't be, it's indisputable. But on its face, when you think about it, how could a multiplication of something equal the same thing? Then it hasn't really multiplied. And so I don't know that much about his theory or whatever he's talking about, and I'm not a mathematician, really. So if you guys want to comment on that, feel free. So the world is a crazy, crazy place with all kinds of crazy nonsense going on. And if you're new here, check out overwatchproject.com for more. And keeping these videos short to the point, and because I'm including a lot of the source material, which is what I'm really trying to get out there, is the stuff I'm looking at, so I can share it with other people. So check out the description section below and tell me what you think. I'll talk to you all later. Bye.